Amidst the great mountains, like the ones you've seen, there happened a story you must see to believe. On top of the hill, in the small town of Huntingdon, lay a small college called Huniata, the home of the Huniatians. Ask any Huniatian, and surely they'll tell you how much they love art, despite their homework. Christmas was their other great love, for it signaled the end of the semester. All but one Huniatian loved Christmas and art.
I really hate Christmas. What is the point of this? This is just so awful. Ugh. I can't wait for this semester to be over. No, I just really hate Christmas and art. Did I mention that I really hate art? Oh, and nobody deserves any presents. Nobody gets presents this year because everybody just wants art presents. Presents are stupid. Art is stupid. Christmas is just stupid. That's it. I'm going home. I am done with this. I'm done with homework. So done. I'm so done. Just so done.
Wow. Wonder what he was doing. What is this? Grinch's evil plan? Steal art? Steal presents? Mr. Grinch, I have to talk to you after class.
What about?
I found your note.
Hi class, my name is Max. I'm from the Juniata College Museum of Art. I'm going to be talking to you guys about the Marguerite Girard exhibition we have opening up tonight. I'm going to be talking about Motherhood by Marguerite Girard and comparing it to Comtesse de Herbeville and Her Children by Gabrielle Lemonnier. And if you guys like what I have to say about it, then come see the exhibition after school today. A recurring theme in the late 18th and 19th century was motherhood and the difference between the way mothers were portrayed by female and male artists. Two different examples of the portrayal of motherhood are the paintings Motherhood by Marguerite Girard and Portrait of Comtesse de Herbeville and Her Children by Gabrielle Lemonnier. Motherhood features a mother, her two children, two cats and a dog, a husband, and their wet nurse. The artist painted the mother tenderly holding and kissing her infant on the cheek, emphasizing that the mother is able to spend time with her children. The artist also portrays a second child sitting at a piano. This signifies that the artist wanted to put emphasis on the mother spending time with the infant rather than the wet nurse watch the infant while she entertained her other child. The artist also includes multiple pets painted with the family. This could be a symbol of the family being wealthy and of a higher class. A popular subject for men to paint was women breastfeeding children, and this is the case in Portrait of Comtesse de Herbeville and Her Children by Gabrielle Lemonnier. Here, a wet nurse is breastfeeding Comtesse de Herbeville's infant while her children are playing with a dog. The two children with the dog look bored, while the mother looks disinterested. The wet nurse seems to be more interested in the infant than its own mother does, signifying that the artist chose to make the focus on the wet nurse rather than the mother's affection towards her children. Both paintings have similar subject matter, but differ in themes and symbols. The comparison of these paintings suggests that female artists lean towards more affectionate and intimate subjects, while male artists lean towards eroticizing women, even in genre scenes.
Mr. Grinch, what is this? Why do you have an evil plan to destroy Christmas, and why do you hate presents?
Where did you find this? If you must know, I failed all of my art classes as a kid. I never got any Christmas presents because of it. I hate Christmas and I hate art.
Mr. Grinch, come to the Huniata Museum tonight with me.
The hoobity hatty you whatty what?
It's the Huniata Museum. We have an exhibit tonight on Marguerite Girard, and I want to show you something. I'll see you then.
What are you making me go to tonight?
Focus on this piece. What is this?
I don't know.
Who's it by?
How should I know?
This is by Marguerite Girard, and it's titled Bad News. We'll go see that tonight at the Juniata Museum. And while we're there, we're also going to compare it to a male counterparts piece, also titled Bad News by Jean-Baptiste Marie Pierre.
Ooh, that sounds so exciting.
Marguerite Girard's painting titled Bad News was executed in 1804. Bad News features two women whose names are unknown. The woman who has read the bad news in the letter has fallen faint, and her companion is using a bottle of smelling salts to revive her. I consider this an allegory because on the surface, it just seems to be an upset woman. However, when you delve deeper into the details of the image, you can uncover more layers. The bad news has her so perturbed that she has not noticed her bodice has slipped low enough to reveal her nipple. Revealing the nipple is strange for a woman artist to do because it is almost exploiting the female. In my opinion, this is something a male artist would do, which could reflect the influence Fragonard had on her. On the contrary, revealing the nipple could also be a symbol of her fertility or motherhood. It is possible that the letter is from her lover or husband, and it explains that he is leaving her. This letter could also explain the death of a loved one. We are not sure of the story of this piece, which makes us more intrigued. The artist tells a story with this scene, but she is also displaying her technical abilities. The use of beautifully rendered primary colors draws our attention right to the main distressed figure. She also presents textures well. Girard's contemporary, Jean-Baptiste, was a successful artist of his day. His piece, also titled Bad News, shows us a woman clearly distraught after presumably reading the letter she has in her hand. According to Dina Goodman, handkerchiefs were paired with letters to convey the unhappy face of love. One could assume she is unhappy because of a relationship with a partner, which could relate to the woman in Girard's piece. Girard's piece allows the viewer to create a story, while Baptiste's painting makes it harder to create a story. Both women look upset. However, in Girard's painting, you can clearly tell that whatever was enclosed in the letter was terrible news, causing her to faint. Girard's artwork seems more dramatic.
Hi, welcome to the Juniata Art Museum. Would you guys like to see the Marguerite Girard exhibition?
Yes.
Okay, let's get started. Here are the first two pieces.
We've seen these before.
On to the final piece then.
Be nice.
Okay, here we have The Cat's Lunch by Marguerite Girard and La Cat Angora by Jean-Honoré Fragonard.
Marguerite Girard and her brother-in-law and tutor, Jean-Baptiste Honoré Fragonard, collaborated to paint La Cat Angora. In the painting, seen on the right, a woman wears a lavish dress of a specific design called robe l'anglaise, which at this time was mostly worn on theater stages. The painting on the wall also specifically refers to artist Paulus Potter, whose work was very popular in the early 1800s when this painting was created. The intrigue of the painting is in the details of the globe's reflection. Of course, the reflection of the cat is recreated, but upon closer inspection, a woman seated at her easel is visible, as well as two other figures who watch her paint. Art historian Amanda Strasik argues that Girard included this as a tiny self-portrait intended to assert her individuality as an artist in this collaborative piece. Girard's solo piece, A Cat's Lunch, seen on the left, deals with the theme of children playing with animals. Strasik explains that the innocence of childhood is just juxtaposed with maturity, which is symbolized by the cat. The inclusion of a female is Girard's comment on premature sexual behavior, since felines symbolize female sexuality. Like animals, Children need to be tamed or trained to resist temptation. When an enlarged animal, in this case a cat, is included in the painting, it then symbolizes the child's growing temptation which can overcome them. The feline's head is nearly the same size as the girl's in Gerard's painting. The cat appears to be satisfied with its food, but yet seems agitated by the dog's presence. Perhaps Gerard is making a comment on the fickle nature of satisfaction, as evidenced by the animal's irritation. Gerard handles the textures of the animal's fur and the dress extremely well. Her skill relates back to her training as an avid studier of Dutch genre paintings that also focus on intimate detail. The dress's fabric appears smooth and soft to the touch, while glittering in the light. Similarly, the cat's fur cascades across its body and appears to feel soft. Fragonard also handles the texture of fabric well, but does not replicate the same level of excellence in painting fur. The feline in his painting has short hair that contrasts the long flowing fur of Gerard's.
Art? Art for Christmas? I hate Christmas and I hate art. This is awful. I hate it.
Grinch, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, Cindy. I just really hate Christmas and I still hate art.
But I got you this present.
You got me a present?
Yeah.
What
I love
is it?
Christmas and I love art. Open it.
An art history book?
So we can study together.
Aww, thank you.
And the Grinch's heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Mr. Grinch, what is this? Why do you hate art so much?
I don't like how we started that out. I'm just like...
Mr. Grinch, what is this? Why do you hate Christmas and why do you hate art?
I hate the... I forgot what I was going to say. What are you making me go to tonight?
Focus on what I'm showing you. What is this?
I don't know.
Who's it by?
I don't know.
What's it called?
Hibbity hibbity whatamaha?
Focus. It is Marguerite Gerard painting Bad News. We're going to see it tonight at the Juniata Museum.
So? It's by a woman.
Rude. I don't know what to say.